Thank you. A record number of voters across the country making their voices heard, but some had to wait in long lines just to cast that ballot. Joe Sam is in the house this morning with the details on this. Good morning, Joe.
Yeah, good morning, Jess. Yeah, it was a lot of long lines out there. This was the scene at many polling places, as you can see here across the country. Very long lines. Now, the total turnout was projected to top 100 million. That's a record for a midterm election. Some of the biggest backups were in Georgia, where the governor's race was one of the most watched contests in the country. One voter says she waited more than 3 hours to cast her ballot. She says she saw dozens of people leave because of the lines. Now, the group Common Cause, which advocates for government reform, says these delays were caused by a combination of too few voting machines, ballots, and workers. Some people here in central Ohio also had a few minor issues. The power went out at one polling place near Dublin, but everything was back up and running normally after about 90 minutes.
We got here early because we expected a large turnout, and we didn't understand. We've been here voting for years before, and there's never been a long line like this. It stretched out into the parking lot.
While voting went on without any problems in many communities, voters from New York to California faced long lines and malfunctioning equipment. At some polling places in Georgia, Texas, and Arizona, hours were even extended. Now, when voters were asked which one of these 4 issues were most important to them, healthcare topped the list, followed by immigration, economy, and of course, gun policy. And it was actually really interesting to see on social media, Instagram, particularly the huge amount of young people interested in this election.
Absolutely. They predicted that was going to happen this time around, especially after the march in Washington.
Right.
And all the school shootings this year. And kids said they were going to come out and exercise their right to vote.
And they did.
All right. Thank you, Joe.
6:42 now and ahead here on Good Day Columbus. The final results of the midterm election still trickling in.